Hello, let me just switch to the camera view. There we go. Hopefully you can see me okay. I'm just going to check that I'm appearing in the right places. It's Louise here at Stampin' Delight. I haven't been going live the last few weeks because I've been really poorly. Yeah, terrible head cold turned into chronic ear pain and deafness, and I'm still not quite right in this ear. And apparently it's a thing that's happening at the moment. A couple of people have messaged me to say they've had a head cold that has then led to deafness in one ear. So yeah, hopefully that's not you and you are indeed well. Hi Lisa. Hello. Lisa's here. Let me know if you're watching. Equally, let me know if you watch this on the replay with a comment on YouTube or hashtag replay. I should be live both here and on YouTube. I'm just going to check. I can see if the one on YouTube's on. There we go. Lives. I don't know where I find it, to be honest, but anyhow, yeah, we'll maybe figure it out. We'll figure it out. Possibly am. I'm just having a quick look if I can see it. But yes, I don't get distracted by that, Louise. I wanted to come on. This is going to be my new time slot, lunchtime. Thanks for checking, Lisa. It's going to be my new slot is Friday lunchtimes because the Mondays were a bit crazy trying to fit that in with my other businesses. So Fridays are generally going to hopefully be my crafting days. So I thought, what better time to do my Fridays, and hopefully it will inspire you. Maybe if you're busy working all week, it will inspire you to get crafty at the weekend. So that was my thinking. So I'm hoping you can all join me on a Friday lunchtime. Today's 1 o'clock. The time may change slightly, just depending on what else I've got going on. But I will try and get into a bit of a routine with it. And you can always, I'll be putting the links on so that you can get notified when I go live. You can do that both on YouTube and Facebook. You can find the event. There'll be a post that goes up and you can hit going, and then Facebook or YouTube will let you know when I'm live. All the wonders of modern technology. So I'm not sure many people will join live today because I didn't really let them know that I was going live, but let's show you. I have got the new catalogue to show you. So hopefully that's switched. So here we've got two catalogues. I've posted some of my customers' ones out, and I'll be dropping, if you're local, I'll be dropping them through your door this weekend. Apologies for the delay. Like I say, I have been ill, so I'm a little bit behind on getting everything out to you. But one of the reasons I wanted to come on live was just to show you that they're here and I can get them out to you. So this is the new catalogue, the new mini. Hi Nicole from the Netherlands. Hello. This is the new mini catalogue, which takes us through till April. And I'll show you some of my favourite products out of that in a second. And then we also have Sale-a-bration, and this is where you can earn free product. It's a promotion that runs for January and February every year. If you've been around Stampin' Up a little while, you will have heard of it. And basically, some are free with a £45 order, and other products are free with a £90 order. The majority are 45. There's only a couple that are 90. We have gorgeous papers. We've got some stamp sets, and it's a really good time to get extra bang for your buck, basically, to get extra product for you to create with for the money that you're spending. So this, as I say, is available as of yesterday, and there's lots of lovely ones, and they also, a lot of them will coordinate with things that are in this new mini catalogue, so it's really good. And I'll show you a couple of things that I've purchased in real life, so you can see them rather than view the pages on the catalogue. But yeah, they're coordinating with lots of the products. And then this is the element that's free with 90, which is a set of dies. And then we also have a special offer when you join my team. I've already had somebody join my team yesterday, which was amazing. The lovely Elaine has joined my team, and I need to find out actually whether she went for the glass mat, which is like a glass mat, a silicone mat that you can use for water painters, and like as a little palette, and then a cleaning cloth as well. Really great for doing your blending and your brayering. It's heat resistant, it's scratch resistant, wipes clean, you know, so it's a really useful tool to have in your craft room. So you can either choose that when you join the team. You get to choose £130 worth of product, and you get that as well for £99. So you're already getting extra product, or you can get an extra 30, so you could choose 160 for £99. So if you've got a fairly big order, around the £90 mark, the starter kit option might be worthwhile, but you can't get these free products with the starter kit. So if you want these papers, you need to place an order. You can't get that in your kit, but you could get the kit and then next month get these for yourself if they're still around. All of these are whilst stocks last. So lots to share, lots to tell you. I feel like I haven't spoke to you or been online for a little while, and now I've got so much to say. So I'm going to try and pick some favourites to show you rather than everything. And this is one of the suites that we got to create with early before the catalogue became live, through a Stampin' Up event, and it's the bee mine, and I think this bee is so cute. You get the stamp set and a bee builder punch. I don't have it yet, but I have created some projects with it when I was crafting with one of my teammates. I'm just seeing if I can find the other cards. I created some little note cards actually as well to go out with my catalogues. So you can, it punches out his body. That also works as a very nice little speech bubble. And then you get all these little flowers and leaves. You get wings that you can stamp, and it cuts out this, which can be used as a speech bubble, and then it punches out the wings, which are also a heart shape. So yeah, plenty of versatility with this builder punch, which I absolutely love. And you also get these papers. I don't have them on my desk. I may well do something with them another day and show you them up close, but that's one of my favourites. The other one that I wanted to share, so there are lots of lovely sweets in here, but the one that I've picked, which I may well create a card with shortly, after we've had a little look at this, is this Lighter Than Air. So this is a balloon stamp set. You get a fantastic set of dies. This is the stamp set up close. So you get all these different elements for a balloon. I really like the font in this. It's a bit like one I use for my branding actually. And then the dies are fab on their own as well. So obviously the dies cut out all of the balloons. So you get all these ones that you can, you can cut out the stamps. And then you get extras, so you can create like little, the part of the basket and the attachments to the balloon. You get a couple of cute clouds, so you can have those. And then you get this gorgeous heart one, which is a stripy little heart. You get another heart, so loads to play with. Again, very versatile, not just balloons. And the papers are lovely too. Just seeing if I've got them handy. Let me grab the papers with. So the papers are have lots of lovely pastel colours in, and you've got ones with balloons on, you've got clouds, but then you've also got some that you can use for other occasions, or to combine with other sets. So you've got some stripes, lots of different patterns that obviously you could make these into balloons, and then some floral ones, and some little arrows, some more stripes, and then and then some trellis. So a real nice mix, and actually it has, although it's pastel, it actually really has some other pops of colour. You can combine this with Azure Afternoon, because there's a bright blue in here as well, in some of the papers, so you can make it a bit bolder if you want. It lends itself to that. So I'm going to keep them close because we may well have a little play with those in a second. So that's one of the things that I got straight away. And actually this suite is what I'm doing as my free class. So any orders placed in January, you will get some of these papers to create a set of 3 cards, and you'll get all the die cut bits, and we're going to create some balloons and things like that. So just bear that in mind. That's an added bonus from ordering with me. And then the other thing that I got, which is very like this actually, with these, which is again clouds. It's got clouds and it's got cherries and florals. I've actually got some of them here. This was what I picked as one of my free items. So you've got cherry papers. There's this, which is like sunrise and floral. You've got butterflies, and they're quite bright. This is like a crushed curry colour. Strawberries, and then this is the one that sold it to me, I'll be honest. It's these like patchworky clouds. Like, look at that. That is a really nice piece of paper, and it's an unusual for me combination, but it's a nice combination. They've combined shaded spruce with pool party and then poppy parade, and it wasn't a combo that I had ever put together. I've also got these nice rainbows as well, and if I just show you a couple of cards that I've created with this paper, this is one, and I used another set out of the mini. So you know how I said things coordinate. I used these papers with the Brighter Than Skies stamp set. Let me show you that one. I don't have it with me. Oh, where is it? Let me look at the index, because sometimes that's Bright Skies, page 51. There we go. You think it's only a little catalogue and you'll find things dead easy, but there's still quite a lot to look through. So my page is stuck together because I've obviously got glue on it. It's this one here. So it has this fab die set with loads of, these are really big clouds actually, and it creates raindrops. It's got a sun, and then you've got this sun and a cloud, patchwork cloud, and these lovely sentiments. Really fun, and that's what I used for this. This is the die cut clouds and the die cut sun from Bright Skies bundle. So that was that one, and then I just used the strawberry paper and used this combination of shaded spruce, petal prink and poppy parade, and then just used the modern oval punch that we had, and I just think, you know, it's and this again, this stamp set here is one of the free stamp sets from Sale-a-bration. So I'll give you a little sneak peek of things that I've been playing with, things that I've been creating with. But shall we have a little play in a minute? Oh, hang on, before I do that, I need to open these papers because I've not opened them yet. And they are, well, they just look stunning. So let me open them. So these again are a pre-Sale-a-bration item, and the reason I'm showing them to you is because I think they may well sell out quite quick. So if these are on, if these papers appeal to you, I would pick them and order soon because I don't know how long they're going to last. It is called, let me just check the name of it, Flight and Airy. So it's Flight and Airy designer series paper, and you get the 12 sheets, 2 of 6 designs. So there's that one, which has that lovely soft suede type, I think it's pecan pie actually, on the back. But aren't these cute watercolour birds? They're just so nice. Very whimsical. This has got a lovely pattern on the back as well. I think that's Lost Lagoon. It feels like very old wallpaper, this one, but I just think it's stunning for crafting with. And that's the, on the back of it, you've got this watercolour paper, which is very nice too. Another cute little bird. I do like birds anyway, but I just think these papers, and I quite like that you've got all of these are very, you know, similar tones and similar patterns, but on the B side, as I like to call it, you've also got something quite different, because then I think it just makes, you know, it just makes the papers go a bit further. You can coordinate them with different things. Another textured looked piece of paper with this cute one, and then this is the last one, which again, you know, you could use, you only need a little bit of that maybe on your card, and then this is the paper on the back. Aren't they lovely? I think they're beautiful. Haven't yet managed to cut into them, but at least I've got a pack before this sell out. I will have a little play at some point. I will, might sit and fussy cut some of these ones out, I think. So yeah, I'm going to have a little play with that maybe this weekend. So yeah, I've been having a little play, and I thought we could create a little card today. And as I've been playing with this for my free class, I thought I'd have another little play because I didn't do much stamping. So I thought we might have a go with that. I'm just going to check if there's any other comments or I've missed anything. I don't think I have. But hopefully it will give you some inspiration to play with. So the other thing you get in the suite are these lovely hi Leslie, those papers are lovely, aren't they? The bird ones, definitely, and considering they're a free product with an order, I think it's brilliant. These are unusual, I feel, because you get so many different colours. Quite often with our embellishments you might have a range of 3 to 4, but we've actually got 8 different colours of embellishments in one pack, so really useful. In fact, have I got any other cards to show with this? I don't think I have, and I don't want to share the ones I'm making on class, but you can see a sneak peek of them on my blog, on my website for the free class. And then the other thing that coordinates are these 3 lots of twine, which are, trying to remember what colours they are. I think they're Flirty Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, and then Balmy Blue. So a really nice like pastel trio of twine. Again, you know, you could obviously coordinate that. So let's have a little play. Just going to grab some cardstock and my trimmer, and we'll see what we can come up with. As I say, it's a really nice versatile set, I think, because there are other things. You don't have to go down the balloon route necessarily. I will do for this first card, I think. So let me just grab, oh look, I've got all bits that I've been cutting out. I do that, you know, if I die cut some extra bits and then didn't end up using them, I often pop them in the stamp set so that if ever I get the stamp set out, I've got some ready. Let me just grab these. Sorry, I was crafting on my dining room table and half my stuff, just because I have a bit more room, and half my stuff's still over there. So let's have a look at how these combine together and what they look like, because you can build up your own balloon by the looks of it, which would be quite nice to have a little play with, and we may be able to add some of the die cuts as well. So I'm going to keep to the colours within the paper, I think, just so that I can combine it with the papers afterwards. As I say, I've not inked these stamps up because I did a lot of die cut, use the dies and papers a lot for the free class. I may well need to just give that stamp a little rub. If ever you try a stamp and you're not happy the first time you stamp it, like, can you see there's a little patch there if I bring that up to the camera? What I should have done is just rub it on your stamping scrub before you start inking it up, because it might just have a touch of residue from when it was made, and just by doing that you can often get rid of anything that's left on the stamp set from when it was produced. And the other good thing to do, she says, looking for it, bear with me a second, it's in my bag, but I can't find my bag, there it is. As I say, I told you my room's a complete mess. You know when you haven't been crafting for a while. Everything's a bit mess. Let's turn over onto the B side. The other thing to do is use, like, this is a sponge, and when you're using photopolymer it can be really useful just to add an extra layer to help cushion it, because it doesn't have the cling, you know, that our cling ones have they're built-in cushion really. See, much better. And all I did was just, you know, take off any residue that might have been left. So I think I might combine fresh freesia and I might add a pop of berry burst. And this is one of the other stamps. Again, I'm just going to rub it on the scrub before I go. Especially because these are solid stamps, you know, it's not an outline stamp. It needs to stamp pretty perfectly. Just trying to line that up. Go with it. Oh, that wasn't a bad line up, was it? I did all right. I did all right. And then I could just die cut one of, in fact, I could use this. And then you could just have a little basket with that. I don't think the blue basket necessarily works. I don't know if I've got another colour basket in my die cuts. I don't. So I might die cut a little basket to go with that. and we'll just layer him up nicely. Keep it really simple for this first one. Have you been crafting much, Leslie? If you're still with us, love to hear. So I've just trimmed that down so I can make it a nice focal point on my card, and then I'll find some papers that will work nicely with it. I might use the Fresh Fuchsia and that, because that mirrors this, so that might work quite nicely. What do we think? And then I could combine one of the other colours, maybe a bit of Balmy Blue or a bit of Pool Party. What have I got here? I've got the yellow actually, the Lemon Lolly. Oh yeah, that works quite nicely, doesn't it? Keep it quite... And I actually have a very special birthday to create a card for, so we may well do that. So when I've created, because I didn't really choose what size I was doing this till after I'd stamped it, but that is 6.5 by 9. So I'm going to cut a piece of Lemon Lolly that is 7 by 9.5, and that just gives me a 1/2 centimetre border around. And I might actually add a little, what do we think? Do we think a little Lemon Lolly basket to sit under my balloon? What do we think? Or shall I do it in the berry burst? Can't decide. I'm going to glue that together while I wait for anybody who's watching to let me know their thoughts. I know it takes a little bit of time for me to ask a question, you to type a response, and then it to appear. So just gluing that together quite simply, like so. And I think I might put this on a white card base and just keep it really clean and simple. Let me find some of my thick basic white. And we'll create a little card base. Lisa says Lemon Lolly. Okay. That's what we'll do, Lisa. Saves me having to try to find some Berry Burst cardstock as well. So we'll go with that, hey? Let's just get my trimmer needs a bit of a clean. The kids have been using it. I need to buy them one really. Keep mine how I want it. So just created a normal size card base there in basic white. And then I'm going to trim a bit of paper. I may well add a border of Lemon Lolly as well. So let's do 5.5 and trim that down to the size of a card base, which is 14.9, like so. So I want a little bit of a Lemon Lolly border. I think I possibly do. I do like this Lemon Lolly. It's one of the new colours we've got this year, and it does. So that was that 6? 6, no, 5.5, so let's do this at 6. But I might not put a border either side, I might just put it on the left. So you could just use a little bit if you wanted to save on your cardstock. Just see what it looks like. So that's just having the border on the left, or I could put a border either side. What do you think? Border to the left or a border both sides? Let's just straighten you up, you've gone a bit wonky, I must have knocked you. Or it keeps twisting. And then I could actually could do a little bow in the thread. What do we think? Can't actually see it very much this side, so I might just do it on the left hand side. I quite like that because I like the purple onto the fresh freesia onto the white. Yeah, to the left. I agree, Lisa. We're in sync today of what we're thinking, which is lovely. So let's glue this into place. I did forget to warn you that at any point I could be distracted or have noise arrive with the return of my children. I was out at a meeting this morning and I went to go pick them up from my mum's to bring them home, and they didn't want to come home, so they've stayed there. But they may well come down, make their own way down. My mum only lives around the corner at any point. And I forgot to tell them I was going to go live and not to come between 1 and 2. So let's, oh, I forgot to do the thread. Now I'm annoyed. Now I am annoyed. Can I peel it off? Do you know, that's one thing I love about Tombow. Quick. Let's do some thread. If you're quick, you can rescue it with Tombow, whereas if you use like tape or something like that, you can't always rescue it. But with Tombow, you do have a little bit of wiggle room. So let's just do a bit of a tie here. Okay. And oh, do you know my scissors keep doing a magic disappearing act? My daughter has started cross stitch and I'm sure she's decided to walk off with me. I've got several pairs, it's not like I've just got one. So let's reapply some glue to the back of this. Now I've put my thread on. As long as we're careful and position it in exactly the same place, it will cover up that. There we go. I think we might raise this up on some dimensionals, and then I'll sort out my little basket. So, who has got plans for crafting this weekend? Let me know. And if you want to come and share what you create, then we have a lovely supportive Facebook group. I will paste the link into the chat when I finish. Everybody's welcome, so feel free to come in there and share anything you're making. This year I'm going to be adding some challenges with some prizes in there, Not that you have to participate, but because some of my customers were telling me at the last class I did, oh, I haven't done this for ages, and oh, I never think to do this, and so, you know, it's just to encourage you to use what you've got a little bit, inspire you with other people's makes. Just need to trim that a little bit more. These scissors are not my ribbon scissors. I might have to look for them afterwards. There we go. So, starting to come together. I'm going to do a little lemon lolly. I'm going to die cut a little basket out, I think. Just grab the right plates. So these are the dies, like I was showing you before. There are actually 3 baskets, and I'm trying to remember which one works best with this balloon. I think it's this one. So there's 2 that die cut, the ones that are stamped, and then this has slightly thinner ribbons, or basket holder. So I think that's the one I'm going to use. And just position that on there. Let's grab my little mini cut and emboss machine. Okay. Let's just whiz that through. There we go. I haven't stamped a sentiment yet on this, and I'm just wondering where I should have done that. And I think it is going to have to be a birthday card, because I have a very special customer who has a big birthday this weekend. What do we think? Does that lemon lolly basket look okay? I think it does look quite sweet, actually. I'm going to pop that down. There we go. Just let that dry off a little bit. So in the stamp set there is actually a birthday greeting, which up and away, hooray, it's your birthday, which I think would work perfectly for what I need. Now I just need to work out how I'm going to put it on the card, or whether I just leave it on the inside. What do we think? I do like putting it on. Maybe it needs like a banner across here in lemon lolly. Let's stamp it and see. We can always not use it. I might stamp it in the berry burst, just because I feel like that's going to show up best on. Stamp it here actually. Yes, so I've just stamped that on there. Let's trim this down. Oh, I am loving that I'm crafting with you guys and also creating a card that I needed to today. That is called being clever, and I am not normally that organised to think I can create that on my live and it will suit the purpose of a card that I need to create. So I'm just gonna trim this here, because I can always trim it down if I need to, but I do want to see what it's going to look like. I mean, the one thing that you could do is there is a die, you see, that covers this, and you can have that in there, I think, because I mean you might be able to possibly bend it a little bit. But let's see if we want a bit of a banner, because I could trim that down and then do a little flag end. What do we think? it is covering up my beautiful balloon. But it is quite a decent sized sentiment. But I could probably get away with it there, because I could have it there and then a flag end. It wouldn't actually cover up that much. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create the flag end on that side and then see. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. And this is what, like, you can obviously see my thought process. You can see my thought process doing this stuff. So if ever you're making your cards and you're like, oh, that doesn't, I've done that and that doesn't work, or I forgot to add a sentiment on, this might give you some options that you could use in your own card making. Oh, I don't think that's quite central. I might go a little bit. Might go a little bit more, you know. One. Go as close to the sentiment as I can. There we go. So yesterday I got to go to the panto, which was lovely. My parents treated me and the kids. I think that's going to work actually. You could put it there and it barely covers up any of it. And trim it there. So I'm just going to make a little pencil mark where I want the end of the banner to go, because I'm going to need to glue it down on dimensionals just so it's the same height as I'm going to need dimensionals on one part of it so it sits nicely on this raised bit without adding any like too much extra. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this end like so, and then a bit of glue on this bit. And position it just where I want it. Oh, that looks quite nice now. I got carried away then, sorry. What do you think? I need to sort the shadows out. Because I'm filming at a different time of day, my lights aren't quite set up in the right positions, but hopefully I'll get that sorted. But I quite like that. And then the last thing that I might add on is some of these fresh freesia embellishments just to finish it off. Come here. That coordinate nicely. What do we think? Do we like? It's pretty, isn't it? And I like this combination of lemon lolly, fresh freesia and a little hint of berry burst. I think it works quite nice. There we go. It's been so lovely to come back and create. I'm going to keep these quite short and sweet, just because I feel like, I mean, most times I'll probably get to do 2 cards, but because I was just shared the catalogues earlier, but I'm going to keep them as short and sweet as I can so that they're easy to watch while you're on your lunch breaks. That's the idea of them, and maybe inspire you to come and create at the weekend, and then keep knocking this camera, sorry. And then, you know, you can always come and share with us in our Facebook group of anything you do create. So catalogues are being sent out to current customers. If you're not a current customer and would like to request one, then please do. I shall drop a link in the comments with a link to the the page on my website where you can go on and request a catalogue. Happy to send these out for people that have ordered with me before. So yeah, or just message me and let me know. And I can't wait to share some more stuff at this catalogue, because there's lots of lovely things to create with. So I'm excited to have a play. That is my plan. Next Friday, I am hoping I will be here. However, I am on jury service. Let me switch back actually to bear with, switch back to camera. So yes, started this up today, forgetting that next week, dependent on what happens, I may not be able to be here at lunchtime on Friday due to jury service. I am waiting. I've got to phone in a short while and find out if they need me on Monday, and whether I've been called in. So I don't know. I will hope that I am here next Friday. I will I'll post on my page and let you know. I may adjust the time depending on what's happening. It's just one of those things that has thrown a spanner in the works with everything I had planned for the start of 2024. But you know, it is one of my civil duties, although it's my third time. I feel like I've already done my civil duty. I know lots of people, when I tell them that, they're like, I've never even done it, I want to do it. If only I could gift it on. So yes, I may be here, I may not. I will let you know as soon as I know. But yes, if you want a copy, if you're interested in earning some free product or join the team, please do message me. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've got any questions when you watch this on the replay, then obviously message me too. And I will be back here very soon. I'm just not sure when. Take care, everybody, and I will see you soon.